Chair, we have a quorum with attendance of the following half members. Attorney Marcion Palomar as chairperson, Ms. Angelina Leon, the vice chairperson, Attorneys Dan Jaramillo and Dayan Steffi Filamon, regular members, and Mr. Eric Maculangan, provisional member. On the part of the observer, we have our representative of POA, Ms. Veronica Rivera, via Zoom. Likewise, we have in attendance the head and members of the technical working group, head and members of the PAC secretariat.
Thank you. Proceeding the foregoing, the chair declares that there is a quorum for HO-BAC PPCS number 025/2020 come to order. Madam Secretary, what you have scheduled today?
We have a lone item in our agenda, Mr. Chair, and that is the opening of bids for the supply and delivery of multi-purpose vehicles.
Thank you. Unless there are objections, let's proceed to the sole item on our agenda, the opening of it. Secretary.
Unfortunately, we have no bidder for the supply and delivery of multi-purpose vehicles. Hence, pursuant to RA 9184, section 35, pursuant to section 35, the PAC shall declare the bidding a failure when no bids are received.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, in as much as there is no bid received for the project, supply and delivery multi-purpose vehicles, I move that I move that the case of bidding be declared.
Yes, you can move the secretary to declare the the procurement of said project is failure, then position two. There being none, the supply and delivery of multi-purpose vehicles is hereby declared failure. The secretary has been instructed to prepare the necessary resolution and notice. Anything else? There being none, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Ha? Wala tayo? Ha?
LC. Els. Pakitawag nga si Andres. Nandiyan si Andres.
Sino po? Si Andres po?
Oo.
Madam Secretary, you have a quorum.
Good morning. Yes, Mr. Chair, we have a quorum with attendance of the following MAC members. Attorney Marcion Palomar as chairperson, Ms. Angelina Jose vice chairperson, Attorneys Dan Haramili and Dayan Deputy Lamon, regular members, Mr. F. Maculangan, provisional member. On the part of the observer, we have Ms. Veronica Rivera from COA by attending via Zoom. Ms. Josephina Pierre likewise, a regular member, back member. From PMO Mindoro, we have Mr. Margarito Di Maigig. Likewise, we have in attendance the head and members of the technical working group, head and members of the BAC Secretariat. On the part of the prospective leaders, we have representatives from SuperServe Corporation, Ramosito Castillo, and Mr. James Serrano via Zoom. And Mr. Manuel Rodaje from Mindanao Lab Services.
Thank you. Continue for going. The Chair declares the support page of EG set number 026, 2020 come forward. Madam Secretary, what is scheduled today?
We have two items in our agenda, Mr. Chair. Number one is the private conference for the supply and delivery of additional high amperage cables intended for 12 units generator sets with automatic transfer switch for PMO Mindoro. Number two is the bid evaluation report for the supply and delivery of 25 units and specific purpose motor vehicles and supply, delivery, installation, and commissioning of air conditioning units for Philippine Ports Authority head office.
Thank you. Unless there are objections, let's proceed to our first item on our agenda, the pre-bid conference. Madam Secretary.
The supply delivery of additional high amperage cables intended for 12 units generator sets with automatic transfer switch for PMO Mindoro project was posted in the PPA and PPA websites on 30 June 2020 with an approved budget for the contract of 8,500,000 pesos. We have two prospective bidders for the project. SuperServe Corporation, represented by Mr. Castillo and Mr. Serrano.
Nag-leave po eh.
Ah,
Nag-leave po.
what do you say?
Malis po yung dalawa. Wala po, yung malis po. Ayun na, nandito na eh.
Pero mali sila.
Yes.
Hindi ko ba yung
Nasa Zoom po, nag-leave sir.
May look. So, kanina, mayroong prospective bidders na ilan ba yung interested sa dumating?
Yung dumating, sir, personally present, we have Mr. Manuel Rodaje from Mindanao Lab Services.
And then may dalawa.
May dalawa, they signified their intention to attend the meeting via Zoom from SuperServe Corporation.
How did they contact us? Nag-email sila, tumawag sila.
Tumawag, sir. Tumawag sila. And
Okay.
then we arranged with ICPD. Kanina nandun
Hindi na po
yung...
sa kanina, nag-leave po
Baka
siya.
natutunan lang sila. So, let's ask the one present sa the other room kung may mga questions sila while,
Ayun, sir.
okay. While we try to get in touch with the other perspective, kami mga tanong kasi sila naputo lang yung connection nila. Okay.
For Mindanao Lab Services, sir, Mr. Rodaje, the floor is now open for your queries, clarifications, questions regarding the project.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mr. Chair. I would like to respectfully manifest under terms and preference, Mr. Chair, regarding the validity of the ISO certificates. I think it was noted here there are three of them. One is ISO 9001, which is the quality management system. ISO 14001, which is the environmental management system, and the other one, the USAS, which is the occupational safety ISO. For the record, Mr. Chair, for the usual ISO, like the ISO 9001 and 14001 is our really the standard ISOs for material, of which the manifest higher or longer is what is more than 1 year. Because I understand the DOR, the validity of these documents must be at least 1 year. But in the case of the OSAS, this is non-material ISO, which is only concerning the safety of the workforce. So that's why we would like to respectfully manifest in consideration of less than 1 year for ISO.
So your request is, under the TOR, it's provided that you have to have the ISO for more than 1 year.
Yes.
You're requesting that you be allowed to qualify to bid, notwithstanding the fact that you have applied for less than 1 year.
So only for one ISO.
Okay, may you request the ASB to respond?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Actually, it is written in the bid document that the validity of the OHSAS is at least 6 months from the date of the opening of bids.
Thank you, sir.
So that's what you are asking.
Yes, yes.
So it's provided for until 6 months, not 1 year.
I must have misread it.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Were you able to contact the two other prospective bidders, Secretary?
Wala. Paano? How do we do it? Anong
Ma'am, ano po ma'am? Nasa kanila, papasok lang naman sila ulit eh.
Pero hindi net lang sa kanila.
Yes po. Yes ma'am.
Wala kang other way of constructing the
So, this is mga anak.
Wala natin. Yung matatapos lang. Sabihin mo ngayon.
Pero Secretary,
Sir,
this is mga anak.
Sir, na-contact na po. Kaya lang, they are just, I think, bronzing the documents. Tapos maglalagay na sila tawag ng work. Eh, sabi ko, matatapos na.
Okay, just inform them that if they have any questions, that they can request in writing for clarification, that you will address their questions. It's, yeah, we can't wait for them to finish. Okay, let's proceed to the next item on our agenda, the evaluation report. You can excuse your representative from the auditor. Sir. You are excused, you may leave if you wish to. Okay. And I guess he has anything to say.
Wala sir.
Pwede natin siyang sagot.
Mr. Dumayle.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning. We've ended the bid conference portion. We'll be proceeding to the bid evaluation reports. We leave the meeting so the agenda item which you are concerned with is the first one. So you may be excused, sir.
Sir, pardon sir, medyo ma-choppy po yung sounds.
You may be excused. Tapos na tayo sa pre-bid conference. Tapos na po yung pre-bid conference.
Oh, sir, yes, sir.
So,
Pre-bid.
tapos na po tayo sa pre-bid. Your presence is no longer needed. You may leave the meeting if you wish to.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, let's proceed to the next item on our agenda, the bid evaluation report. Estimator is also excused. Is the technical working group ready to submit its report? Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
bid evaluation report for the supply and delivery of 25 units specific purpose motor vehicle, PAC PPCS 005-2020. They provided for the contract to be bid as published or advertised 250 million pesos. The invitation to bid for the supply and delivery of 25 units specific purpose motor vehicle was advertised in newspaper General Nation was posted on June 1, 2020 and simultaneously posted in the PPA website, PLGX, and at the status it was released at the PPA premises continuously for 7 calendar days. In response to the invitation to bid, Bid Industries Incorporated secured the bid documents in the amount of 50,000 pesos. During the private conference on June 16, 2020, the BAC clarified the requirements, terms, conditions, and specifications stipulated in the bidding documents, the eligibility requirements, and the technical and financial components of the contract to be bid. Bid Industries Incorporated submitted its technical and financial bids before the deadline of submission thereof. In the presence of the bidders' representatives, the first envelope of the bidder was opened and checked with the BAC members to determine the bidder's compliance to the legal, technical, financial, and other requirements. After due evaluation and motion made and properly seconded, Bid Industries Incorporated was declared as passed with the requirements of the first envelope of the technical component. Thereafter, the second envelope of Bid Industries Incorporated was opened. The documentary requirements were checked, and the bid price was read by the chairperson and not reported. Bid Industries Incorporated was able to comply with the documentary requirements for the second envelope. As the first step to determine the correct calculated bid, detailed evaluation of the bid was undertaken and the bid price of Bid Industries Incorporated in the amount of 149,500,000 pesos. That was in words, and then open and close parentheses 249,500,000 pesos in figures. The bid offer of Bid Industries Incorporated conformed with the required items specified in the report. In a letter dated June 30, 2020, in pursuant to Section 32.1 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184, the BAC, through the Health Secretariat, requested clarification from Bid Industries Incorporated on its submitted bid proposal in the amount of 149,500,000 pesos. That was in words, open and close parentheses, 249,500,000 pesos in figures. In a letter reply dated July 1, 2020, Mr. Ariel B. Basas, authorized representative of Bid Industries Incorporated, clarified that the actual bid offer is 249,500,000 pesos, consistent with the amounting figures appearing on the submitted bid form and the schedule of prices. No deviation was found in the bid proposal of Bid Industries Incorporated, and there were no arithmetical or computational errors in the bid proposal of the said bidder. Pursuant to Rule 9, Section 32 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184, and based on the results of the bid evaluation, the technical working group recommends to declare Bid Industries Incorporated as its calculated bid price of 249,500,000 pesos as a single calculated and responsive as a single calculated bidder, and that post-qualification be conducted in the bidder.
Okay, correct me. This was the bid wherein the amount in words was 149,500,000 pesos, while the amount in figures was 249,500,000 pesos. Now, well, obviously, the amount in words and the amount in figures is not the same. And the given code in the procurement act states that if there's a discrepancy, the amount in figures is prevailing. In words is prevailing. However, in this case, we requested for clarification. The logic behind it was, it's not so much a discrepancy, but the bid was not clear, the money figures is not clear, because there was no word modifying the word 100, so we did not make it. It's different if they say 100 and then the figure was 200. That is a clear discrepancy. So the logic behind it is not a discrepancy, but a unclarity. So they responded and they stated that their amount, their actual bid is 249,500,000, which is consistent with all the other figures and documentation in their bid. So, and what the technical working group evaluated as a bid was the amount 249,500,000 pesos. Okay, that's the market regarding procedure and the report.
With that, Mr. Chair, we would like to adopt the recommendation of the technical working group declaring PT Industries Incorporated with a calculated bid price of 249,500,000 pesos as a single calculated bidder, and that cost qualification be conducted on the said bidder.
Yes, they do that. We can't get a recommendation. The technical working group has not taken their visualization report to apply and deliver 25 units to take purpose motor vehicle. Good position there too. There's the implement. PP Industries Incorporated has calculated the bid price of 249,500,000 pesos. Here they here. The single calculated bidder. Technical working group. If we started to proceed the post application setting. Let's proceed to the next video lecture. Technical working group. Proceed.
Mr. Chair, the evaluation report for the supply, delivery, installation, and commissioning of air conditioning units for Philippine Ports Authority Head Office under BAC TGCS 009-2020. The approved budget for the contract to be bid as published advertised is 12 million pesos. The invitation to bid for the supply, delivery, installation, and commissioning of air conditioning units for Philippine Ports Authority Head Office was posted on June 1, 2020 at the PPA and PhilTest websites and at a conspicuous place at the PPA premises continuously for 7 calendar days. In response to the invitation to bid, 2 bidders, namely True Temp Corporation and FMG Refrigeration and Air Conditioning Services, secured the bid documents in the amount of 25,000 pesos. During the pre-bid conference on June 16, 2020, the BAC clarified the requirements, terms, conditions, and specifications stipulated in the bidding documents, the eligibility requirements, and the technical and financial components to the contract to be bid. True Time Corporation and FMG Refrigeration and Air Conditioning Services submitted its technical and financial bids before the deadline of submission of 1:00 p.m. on June 30, 2020. In the presence of the bidders' representatives, the first envelope for the technical component of both bidders was opened and checked by the BAC members to determine the bidders' compliance to the legal, technical, financial, and other requirements. After due evaluation and on motion duly made and properly seconded, both bidders were declared as passed with the requirements of the first envelope. Thereafter, the second envelope for the financial offer of both bidders was opened. Both bidders were able to comply with the documentary requirements for the second envelope and the bid price was read by the chairperson and then recorded. As a first step to determine the correct calculated bid, detailed evaluation of the bid was undertaken on the bid prices submitted. For FMG refrigeration and air conditioning services, the amount of bid was 10,232,903 pesos and 94 centavos. For True Time Corporation, the bid amounts to 11,500,000 pesos. The bid offer of FMG refrigeration and air conditioning services conform to the required items specified in the bid form. However, the bid offer of True Time Corporation did not conform to the required form as prescribed in the bidding documents, particularly the form for goods offered from abroad, which is an attachment to the bid form. Instead, True Time Corporation used the form for goods offered from within the Philippines, despite its declaration therein that the origin of goods being offered is Thailand. No deviation was found in the bid proposal of FMG refrigeration and air conditioning services, and there were no arithmetical or computational errors also. Pursuant to Rule 9, Section 32 of the 2016 revised IRR of Republic Act 9184, and based on the result of the bid evaluation, the technical working group recommends the following. To declare the bid proposal of True Time Corporation as non-responsive and hence automatically disqualified for failure to use the appropriate form for goods from abroad as attachment to the bid form. And to declare FMG refrigeration and air conditioning services at its calculated bid price of 10,232,903 pesos and 94 centavos as a single calculated bidder and that post qualification be conducted on the said bid.
Ano ba yung difference no for goods offered from within the Philippines na form dun sa from abroad?
Madam Vice Chair, in the bid document, we have two attachments, namely the goods offered from within the Philippines and for goods offered outside the Philippines. Since their goods being offered is Thailand, they should have used the form for goods offered from abroad.
Yung nagong question ni Ms. Angie, ano ba yung difference, no? Aside from, at parang, kasi ang dating is, if ever wala nang parang kaibahan yung nomenclature lang, di ba? So, ano ba talaga yung kaibahan ng dalawang form? Aside from, ito yung dapat. Yun yung pinaka-meat ng question, pinaka-essence ng question, bakit kailangan ito yung gamitin mo for this one? Oo. Otherwise, bakit pag-iiba pa siya ng form kung wala naman palang kaibahan? So, yun yung pinaka-essence ng question.
Some from abroad kasi, meron siya CIP price per item, unit price, delivered, duty, and paid. Ang ano ko lang dito is how do we differentiate this one as being made in the Philippines or made in Thailand? Pero pag made in Thailand siya, pero pag made in Thailand ka, automatic meron duties. Have we encountered sa past ba na yung from abroad, I'm sure many of our supplies and goods delivered from abroad. So, meron yung nakalagay na duties. Pagka nakalagay na from abroad, ito yung duties. So, automatic na. Medyo ano lang ako doon na hindi ako. Kasi part ng form nila yung mga duties. Hindi na kanila kung wala silang entry, valid yung kanilang schedule of prices. Pero pag-evaluate natin, for example, granting that I will be the one who will, for example, ako si True Tech. Ako yung mag-fill up no, supposedly for goods offered from abroad. Makikita ba sa ibang pag-evaluate natin na there is such a unit price delivered duty unpaid, unit price delivered duty paid. May mga ganong factors. Oo, pero...
So, ipapakita nila kung paano nila nakakot yung price dito. Kasi yung makukumpit naman nila kung magkano ang duties, kasi sa naman yan, makikita naman nila kung anong percentage yung duties per item, kung magkano yung buying nila, magkano yung duties. So, makikita natin na computed paano nila in-offer sa atin yung price. Eh, kung imported, okay. If it's an imported item, okay. That's clear if the item is still abroad. Kasi kailangan mo pagitan, okay, this is how you came up with the price. If, let's say the item is abroad, it's made abroad, but it's already here locally. So, hindi, kailangan ko pa rin ba i-compute yung duties and taxes and may presyo na ako landed.
Sir, merong GDP issuance na despite na nandito na yung...
So, automatic.
Opo, basta yung origin niya is from abroad, the figure should use the form goods offered from abroad.
So, kung kahit nandito na siya, kahit landed cost ko na, alam ko landed cost ko na dito, I still need to give a breakdown regarding duties and taxes and the price abroad. Okay, so it's clear that the basis of what form you're using is the country of origin of the item. So if it's abroad, automatically, na mo gamitin yung price, yung form na abroad.
So, that means that during the opening of bids, once na nakita natin the bid offer is made, take note of the word made in, for example, Thailand, we will assume that automatically they have to use the form for goods offered from abroad. Kasi ang iisip ko ng goods offered from abroad, i-ano pa lang nila, they will
Sila
just
nga ni image na may
import pa lang.
GPP opinion na as long as it's a imported item, even if it's in the Philippines, you need to use the form from abroad. So yung country of origin is not the Philippines. They have to use the form abroad. Hindi, actually it's clearer. Kasi wala ka na distinction. Basta made in Philippines yan. Kasi paano naman natin mag-determine na nandito na siya? Hindi, actually maraming discussion. Pero yun, malinaw na. Kasi if there's a distinction na in the Philippines, paano mo lalaman na yung made in ganyan, pero in the Philippines kaya ginamit yung form. So ngayon, because of that, na may guidelines pala na gano'n, mas automatic, it's not in the Philippines, you have to use the form. Hindi, may competition ka pa rin. Lalo mas madali yung competition so hindi ka ako nagparating. Kasi iniisip ko, hindi ikaw nagparating, binili mo, andito na yun. Eh, wala kang price from abroad. Mahirapan ka mo.
Kasi ang understating part, iba kasi offered from abroad, cases ang made in. Nakapag somebody's offering it.
Hindi, basically what you're offering us is an item from abroad. It's us.
Not from the Philippines. It's just really happening for the...
Sir, I think Ms. Jo Natiere will say something.
Jo.
Attorney, Mr. Chair, I think we had a similar situation before dun sa Cagayan de Oro. Now, we resolved na dapat talaga if from abroad talaga yung kanilang goods, dapat they have to use the form. We have a similar case, if I could remember it right, sa Cagayan de Oro noon eh.
So yun, as reiterated by the technical working group, the guidelines of the GDP is clear. If the item is from abroad, you have to use the form from abroad, even if the item is in the Philippines. Okay, that's the pleasure of the time.
naman yung grade niya rin naman. Like, higher. But still, sir, we have to inform through them about.
Hindi, mas mataas na yung
Yung second leader ang balik-for.
Hello, Mr. Chair. I move that the recommendation of the DWG has been taken in their bid evaluation report, stating among others that to declare the proposal President Corporation as unresponsive and hence automatically disqualified for failure to use the Act 24 as attached to the bid form, and to declare XMG refrigeration and air conditioning services at its calculated bid price of 10,232,908 pesos and 90% pagos as a single calculated figure, that those qualifications be conducted in the said figure be adopted by the group.
Yes, after receipt of the technical working group, as contained in the bid evaluation report for the supply delivery installation and commissioning of air conditioning units for the Philippines Port Authority and of 2-year competition thereto. There being that, Blue Tank Corporation, the bid proposal of Blue Tank Corporation hereby declared as non-responsive and hence automatically disqualified for failure to use the appropriate form, particularly for goods from abroad as attached to the bid form, and FMG refrigeration and air conditioning services at its calculated price of 10,232,903 pesos and 94 centavos is hereby declared as a single calculated bidder. Technical working group is hereby instructed to proceed with the post qualification of said bidder. Secretary is instructed to proceed with notifying Blue Tank Corporation regarding its disqualification. Anything else? There being none, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you.